See this, my friends? This right here is a thing of beauty to those who clear the land and work the land to make it healthy and sustainable. See? What this represents is a forest that is being managed and cared for. Burning the understory ladder fuels. There's lots of dead brush in here. Manzanita. Coffeeberry bush. French broom, Scotch broom. Wild honeysuckle weed, which grows like a strangle vine around here. Some dead pines. I trimmed up the branches on some of these trees. I need to go through and do some more. Took out small dead trees. Tan oaks. What we want in a forest is a healthy canopy. A healthy overhead canopy of trees. Trees shade the ground, cool the air, produce oxygen, provide an environment. They create shade. They reduce the rapid growth of brush underneath. But our forests will be destroyed if we don't clear out these ladder fuels. This is the proper way of using fire to prevent fire. The California has a policy in the North Bay area, certain environmental agencies that are non-productive, like the Air Quality Control Board, which I'm sure they have a role that's productive in, stopping factories from polluting and industries from spewing all kinds of chemicals into the air. But when somebody's trying to get rid of ladder fuels on their property, especially in Northern California, if you haven't heard what we've been having the last few years, horrific wildfires that have been destroying everything. When they destroy everything, they destroy all the trees. And this is a small forest where I'm at. This is like third growth. A long time ago, it was full of giant Douglas firs. And now it's full of ponderosa pine because they came back quicker. And I'd rather have ponderosa pine than nothing. But we need to manage our forests, and non-productive policies of the Bay Area Air Quality Control Board that restrict and totally prevent people from being able to clear brush on their property just is totally insane. And I've been down to the North Bay area in like Marin County and Sonoma County, and even the southern Napa County. And lots of oaks are dying from sudden oak death. And I believe fire will help kill the spore that's being transported, the Phytospora rubrum. Even though some people are saying the spore lives in the ground, and so therefore the fires are not. But look how this fire toasted the ground here. It sterilized it. This is a controlled burn. I like doing more small burns instead of one giant one, because I get to clean the ground. This burns the roots of a lot of bad things I don't want here, like poison oak and honeysuckle, which is all over the place. There's nothing wrong with managing the forest, you guys. See, everybody's been thinking wrong for so many years. They thought, well, we'll just let everything go to pot. which is basically what California has done. Everything's been just left to go to pot. And now we have these fires that destroy everything. Here I made fires that burned the ladder fuels and the unwanted brush. And now I still have a nice healthy forest here. You know what, guys? These trees are gonna love it. They love controlled burns like this. Low intensity controlled burns, they love it. They thrive. This charcoal is good for the earth. And I'll let some of these coffeeberry bush grow and some of the tan oak here and there to have a little bit of privacy. I don't want it to look all opened up like a golf course, although that would make it even more fire safe. But there's so much brush to clear. People need to get on it here in California, especially Northern California, because that's exactly what this forest floor needs. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit. I burned here last year and you don't even hardly notice. I burned a huge pile right here. See? And it already got covered up with pine needles. So see, the forest restores itself. The forest heals itself, it restores itself, and fire is part of nature. You have the four elements in nature: the earth, the wind, the water, and fire.